Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. I've been busy lately. I was able to do that one vlog video yesterday, but tomorrow we're gonna do a bunch of things regarding the PlayStation 5, and of course, we'll do a live stream later on tomorrow with a Command and Conquer remastered. So we'll do that tomorrow in 4K. Let's talk about Samsung Q8fn because I still get questions regarding this TV. I still have my Samsung Q8fn, and of course I have my LG OLED E8, as you all know. People still ask me, do you still use Samsung Q8fn? Do you still watch movies on it? And the simple answer is yes, I still use it. I still watch it. And people ask me, how does it stack up overall? Is it a great TV? Do I consider it to be a great TV? Well, that's very subjective. It depends on how you look at it. You know, is it a great TV? When you call something a great TV, you have to look at the features. You have to look at the value of the TV. So it will be different for everyone. To me personally, I think it's a really well balanced TV. I always said that it's a well balanced TV. What do I mean by that? I mean that it's excellent for HDR, 4K, and video games. It has ability to utilize a 120 Hz variable refresh rate along with the V-Sync, and it also has the game mode that it's utilizing a processing chip inside a Samsung's own chip built inside, that it's processing that low latency, lower input lag game mode processing. Okay, for more on that, you guys can watch my previous videos on that. But in terms of quality, this is what you're looking at here. It's Transformers The Last Night, and look just how bright the HDR. I don't know if you guys can see it here. It's kind of hard to see that through a camera, but I can tell you that the HDR, it's always going to be brighter on the QLED than on the OLED. So if you are somebody who really just needs that peak brightness for HDR, and let's be honest, peak brightness is a very important factor in HDR. It's not the only factor, but it is important. It is important, you know. I would love to play these scenes for you, but I can't because of the copyright issues with YouTube. But if you look at those F-35Cs and F-35Bs, right? I think it's F-35B. If you look at these two jet fighters flying around the spaceship in this movie, you can see the tail lines of the what you call it. You know, when the airplane goes really fast, and you can see the trails coming due to such a high speed winds of that jet plane flying through. And you can see those lines right here. It looks beautiful. All right, so I'm going to play a little bit through this just to kind of show you how bright the HDR here really is and how beautiful the HDR really looks here. Just kind of like give you a little taste of it there, and that's enough. I mean, even here you can see just how much peak brightness and quantum dots, these two things, the wide spectrum of color and peak brightness, truly helps the HDR. But then again, what are the three most important? Let's talk about the three most important ingredients for HDR, because people have been bugging me about this, and once and for all, I'm going to repeat again and again what I have been repeating in the past few years. Three most important ingredients for HDR, high dynamic range, is peak brightness, higher peak brightness, the higher the peak brightness, the better the HDR. The wider the spectrum of colors, the better the HDR. More local dimmings, the better the HDR, because you get that nice contrast ratio. So those three things, peak brightness, color gamut, and full array local dimming. And LCD will always be able, the QLEDs the QLEDs, which is LCD pretty much, with the quantum dots. The QLED, it's always going to give you a better HDR picture than the OLED, because the OLED just doesn't have that peak brightness to really enhance that HDR. However, what the OLED does have is it can give you the best viewing angles. It can give you the best contrast ratio that the QLED will never be able to achieve, that contrast ratio. All right, so that's like a fundamental difference. The fundamental difference is the fact that the QLED LCD, even though they have pretty good local dimming for LCD, but still, when you turn the lights off, and you put QLED to OLED, you're gonna see that there's no comparison, because the light will always bleed on the LCD, because it requires LED backlit diodes to be beaming behind the LCD panel. On the OLED, you don't have that problem, because it's emissive technology, and every and each pixel it's emitting by itself. So therefore, you're going to have the best possible contrast ratio, the best possible viewing angle, just like on your phone. Your phone is a great example. AMOLED phones. So what I'm trying to say is this: the Samsung, it's a well balanced TV. Is it the greatest TV? No. Is the OLED the greatest TV? No. They're all different, but they're all good. It all depends on what you're looking for. You don't have Dolby Vision on Samsung, so you're missing Dolby Vision. You have Dolby Vision. You got hybrid log gamma. Okay, so there's a lot of features you have on the OLED. So what I'm trying to say on this video is, I have no problem with Q8fn. Would I recommend Q8fn? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not a shit TV. It's not a garbage TV. You're going to enjoy 4K. You're going to enjoy HDR. You're going to enjoy your Xbox Series X. You're going to enjoy your PlayStation 5. So, yeah, no issues. I know it's a kind of a half-assed video, but I don't know how else to tell you. If I didn't like this TV, do you think I would have it? Do you think I would still keep it? No, I wouldn't have keep it if I didn't like it. But I like it. So, there you have it. I hope this helps. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Be good. Stay safe.